Air Force One touching down in Tampa just this afternoon. President Biden attending two campaign events touting his stance on reproductive rights, a key issue for voters after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. His visit also comes just days before the state will enact one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the country. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders joining us live from the venue where Biden just wrapped up his speech on abortion access moments ago. Forrest?
Yeah, and what I can tell you is that the Biden campaign is here because they really believe that they're going to be able to move the needle in Florida. They think that abortion is going to be what turns out voters come November for two big reasons. Number one, you mentioned that 6-week abortion ban, which is coming online in just about a week's time. But then you also have the 24-week viability abortion ballot initiative that is going to be before voters when we get to November. So those are two big reasons why Biden is investing some time and effort here, despite some numbers not really looking great for him when it comes to polling, but we'll talk about that in just a bit. Let's talk about what he talked about. He spent about 13 minutes at the HCC Center here behind me, gave a speech about abortion rights. That was the big thing, the topic of the day. He was flanked by signs that say restore Roe and reproductive freedom. The Democrats said abortion access should be a constitutional right. Plus, he said abortion isn't about states' rights, but rather it's about women's rights. Biden also vowed a veto if Congress were to pass national abortion restrictions, saying it won't happen if he's in office. Now, as for Trump, Biden used his own opponent's words against him, often quoting Trump's brags overturning Roe v. Wade. Trump, you might remember, continues to take credit for appointing 3 Supreme Court justices who swayed the high court into turning abortion protections over to the states. Now, Biden said Trump owns Florida's upcoming ban and others across the nation, but voters he believed would hold the former president accountable come November.
It was Donald Trump who ripped away the rights of freedom of women in America. It'll be all of us who restore those rights for women in America. And when you do that, we'll teach Donald Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women of America.
Will this messaging really resonate here in Florida? That's the next big question, and we really don't know. I mean, we haven't seen a Democratic presidential candidate get elected here in Florida since 2012. That was Barack Obama. And add to that the latest polling from Florida Atlantic University. That had Biden down 9 points. And one more thing, Florida Republicans have around 900,000 more registered voters than Democrats. In fact, Republicans are calling Florida fool's gold for Democrats. But Biden doesn't necessarily have to win here to kind of win here. He can still force Republicans to spend in the Sunshine State to kind of close gaps in their back door while he goes off and puts more effort into some of the swing states. And some people actually believe that's the strategy here, that Biden isn't necessarily in it to win it here in Florida. He's just in it to offset it. Guys?
Right. That's quite a strategy. Forrest Saunders on the trail tonight in Tampa.